I am Sivatama Derek, the project officer for Zambia Red Cross Society, in charge of Mazabuka District. We are implementing the project called the European Commission on Civil Protection and Humanitarian Aid, which is abbreviated as ECHO project. We as Zambia Red Cross, together with government, have formed 20 satellite disaster management committees. These are committees at community levels that oversee all disaster-related issues and report to the District Disaster Management Committee for further action and try to be able to respond, mitigate, and recover disasters that affect various communities.
I'm delighted to make a mention that as Mazabuka District Disaster Management Committee chairperson, we are lucky that we are working very well with the Red Cross committee here in Mazabuka District. As a chairman of the committee, on behalf of the other members, we are delighted that Red Cross in Mazabuka has been so active and actively involved in disaster issues to an extent whereby, as guided by law, we have to form satellite committees. That job is supposed to be done by the committee, which I head. And we are very lucky as a district that Red Cross came to my office and came up with a suggestion that they would want to take up that responsibility in the entire district of forming up these disaster satellite committees in the district, which they did, and we are happy that we have those committees in place. These committees, the satellite committees, they are very, very important in the sense that, they help us to detect or foresee an upcoming disaster or report disasters to our committee, which makes it easy for us to act promptly as soon as the disaster happens or takes place. It could be in a faraway place, but with the presence of satellite committees, it becomes very easy for the district committee to quickly get to know what has happened at that particular time and take appropriate action. If not, inform our provincial DMMU committee and indeed the national committee.
The satellite disaster management committees are being trained in community-based health surveillance and first aid, and also in risk communication and community engagement. These are training that want to empower the satellite disaster management committees on the ground for them to be able to detect and investigate the impact, whatever pandemic and epidemic that may affect their communities, for us to be able to respond and try to see how best we can support communities at various levels.
We are told of CBHFA, community-based health and first aid. So from there we learned of how can we approach or assist the community. So through maybe interviews, mapping the area, just to interact, mobilizing the community, so that we make awareness, sensitizing the community to ensure that we are working together, or the community is aware to prevent certain diseases or outbreaks before they spread.
So currently we are at Munjire community, where we want to engage our satellite disaster management executive committee to be able to plan for the community anticipatory action plan based on the local context that were discovered during the enhanced vulnerability capacity assessment as Munjire, and trying to respond and trying to plan on how best the local solution can be enhanced to be able to prepare, to anticipate and respond to whatever disaster that may happen in the community. So we interact with the satellite disaster management executive to try to see and how best we can plan and prepare for the coming activities, such as the community anticipatory action plan that will then guide on how we put in place mechanisms to be able to prepare and respond for disasters that may happen in the community.
intenda yabola bamwe bagali kuidwa amanda bagali kunga ndiza bahidwa ng'ombe bunyina kutwagagirwa kugaba so twagali mu mutima tata inombo mwagabola biya abantu ntwagataliga kubambira mu community kuti buli nkamu yabola penya swebo twababa bamwe bababo bati banjira mu nkamu omu kuti nkumbwa penzi lyaba nawo obona kuti himugobonyogo olumima olunduka ko twambira kuti gwaswebo buli kutwagabona kubaga twambira kuti kamubola kulindiswe kambo jali kuchitika bo kuti na kuli ntenda yaba ati kamuya kuli ba DC ani kuli ba DC te kutwagere de kuli pota ntenda yazibugira so ekintu jagaba komaniha mu community jaguti baliko menyolo mwawamba kuti kababola abantu muya kubona kuti ndiza jakuba obakamba kuti abalo bakomana kuti ani twabona kwa kuti ani kwa kuti tira gaipo kuniru minwa te irati jakuya kuba ina abalo mbenyo bagakomana kamba babona kwa kuti tira
okay